25th ranked Red Wolves volleyball team celebrating their first trip to the NCAA tournament since 1999, the 28-1 Red Wolves will take on 18-13 Michigan State, a team out of the Big Ten, which is arguably the best conference in college volleyball. Arkansas State will play Michigan State Friday at 7. Fifth seeded host school Washington and Denver are also on A-State's side of the bracket.
Shocking. Usually they send teams closer to a geographical location, so we thought Missouri, Kansas, even maybe a Louisville as a stretch, but we're getting on an airplane and we're heading out to Washington State, so we'll see what happens.
To football, after a 52-28 win over New Mexico State, Arkansas State clinched at least a share of the Sun Belt title for the fourth time in 5 years. All four titles have come with different head coaches. The Red Wolves had a pretty good game, improved to 7-0 in the Sun Belt, and can win the outright league title with the victory next Saturday against Texas State. With ULL not being bowl eligible, the New Orleans Bowl looks like a real possibility for a bowl game. Blake Anderson's Red Wolves are now averaging 47.7 points per game in Sun Belt games. That's the highest average of any A-State team ever. Freddie's improvement throughout the year has been key in that stat, as coach was happy with another win.
You cannot take for granted going on the road and beating anybody in the league. You just pay attention 1 week at a time, and you see guys that don't take care of their business and don't handle it. So, you know, we really, from the most part, from the beginning to the end, had it fairly under control.
The Razorbacks continue to improve under Brett Bielema. The 28-3 win over Mizzou gave Arkansas a 5-3 SEC record. It's actually only the 8th time since joining the SEC in 1992 that Arkansas has had a winning conference record. Junior Alex Collins was the star with 3 touchdowns and 130 rush yards, but Coach Bielema was very impressed with the 17 seniors during their final home game.
From a team that went over in the SEC my first year to a team that won 2 last year to go 5-3 in this league and know we're on the doorstep of getting a couple others, I think is a really, really exciting time. Trending in the right direction, and they're a big part of it, even though they won't be with us in the future. I thought those guys played really well.
The Cowboys didn't play today. The Titans lost 24-21 to the Raiders, as we showed the highlights earlier today. But to the NBA, the Grizzlies took on the 0-17 Sixers. So the Sixers have yet to win, but at least tonight you saw they were definitely playing hard. Players from both teams diving all over the floor. The Sixers pick it up, and Jakar Sampson with a fast break flush. Sixers down 3. The Grizzlies traded for Mario Chalmers to help their three-point shooting, and that's what happens here as Chalmers hits the 3 to tie the game at 71, but the Sixers come right back. Shot clock winding down, and Isaiah Cannon hits the 3 from practically Philadelphia. Woo! 5:30 to go. Zebo at the top of the key, and he would hit the rainbow jumper to put Memphis up 1. And from there, the Grizzlies run away with it. Mike Conley had a game-high 20 points as he lays it in right here. The Grizzlies win 92-84 to go to 10-8. More NBA news. Kobe Bryant announced on the Players Tribune website that he will retire at the end of this season. Kobe said, "This season is all I have left to give." Bryant has played 20 NBA seasons, making 17 All-Star teams. He's 3rd all-time in career points, but also 1st in career misses. Kobe has won 5 NBA titles, all with the Lakers. Grizzlies win, like I said, you know, of course. Kobe.
The Sixers didn't do as bad as you thought, Common.
Maybe not as bad, but I think it was time for Kobe to go. Only 31% from the floor this year.
He's been in the game for a long time.
Yes.
A long time. Childhood memory there.
Yes.
Stick with us. We'll be back after the break.